English Verbs, the complete guide. Welcome to English Reservoir. English Verbs, the complete guide, will teach you everything you need to know about English verbs. Understanding how English verbs function is absolutely imperative to learning how to speak English properly. Modern English, as stated in Wikipedia, relies heavily on auxiliary, modal auxiliary verbs, active and passive verb forms, which make up the foundation or the very building blocks of the English language. Verbs in English form the basis of the entire language, and much more so than other languages. Fortunately, verb conjugation in English is very easy, i.e., I go, you go, he, she, it goes, we go, you go, they go. However, understanding how verbs function in English is another story altogether. That's why, in this tutorial, we shall bring the verbs to life. We shall endeavor to understand how auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs, active verbal forms, passive verbal forms, and normal verbs all work. We are going to go deep into the belly of the beast, and by the end of this course, completely understand how all verbs function in English. What's the method of this course? Explanation, context, analysis. That's the English Reservoir method. Explanation. Here we start the process. A short but concise explanation is given, detailing the rules as to how and why we use the newly learnt grammar point. In this case, and in this particular tutorial only, the grammar point will be only verb related because this tutorial is covering English verbs. Context. This is where the magic begins. The new grammar point is put into practice, that is, a dialogue or text with the newly learned grammar point being abundantly used. There's no use just reading a rule with examples and then trying to remember it. You need to see it in a real-life dialogue or context. Analysis. Within the dialogue or text, you'll find plenty of superscripts or small numbers, 4, 7, 1, 4, etc. These small numbers will be displayed at the top of some particular words in the dialogue or text that are in need of some clarification. It is here in the analysis section where we get down and dirty by locating difficult parts of the context, while also solidifying and learning the new grammar point. Analysis. A quick example. 1. Go deep into the belly of the beast. An expression generally referring to the act of being right in the middle of something dangerous or troublesome. In our case, it's English verbs. 2. Get down and dirty. To do or say unpleasant things or have a conflict. In our case, we're going to get down and dirty with English verbs by going deep into the belly of the beast. By the end of this course, we shall have fully learnt all about English verbs. That's for sure. Do I need to start this tutorial from the beginning? No, you don't need to treat this tutorial like a novel. Maybe you're having trouble with the modal auxiliary verb can or shall. Or it could be that you're not so sure about how the passive works in English. You should feel free to use this tutorial however you desire. So what's the deal with the small numbers then? These small numbers, superscripts, are inserted within the context section, and then they will be elaborated on further in the analysis section. These small numbers are used to outline and elaborate more on difficult points, such as idioms, phrasal verbs, expressions, etc., within the context.